Implementation of full body scanners at airports. My team, Michele and I, we are in favor of this. Was implemented for our protection, our security, and it was implemented as of last year on December 25th due to an incident that happened on December 25th of last year. There was a gentleman that was carrying a bomb inside his underwear and was wanting to ignite it on the airplane from Amsterdam to Detroit. So these full body scanners are only for our protection. There's two types of scanners that are being used, and those are the millimeter wave scanners and the backscatter X-ray technology scanners. They were used to detect potential weapons, bombs, or anything that could harm us, guns, drugs, just anything that could harm us. There are currently 10 countries that are implementing this, the full body scanners, and they've been proven to be effective. They have caught several people in Germany with even internal bombs. The privacy issues we're going to discuss a little bit today, and that there are alternatives to these body scanners if you choose to not use a body scanner. There is also an alternative. And also the health risks will be discussed today.
Okay. We are against this because it violates our Fourth Amendment rights, which reads, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall be issued but upon probable cause, supported by an oath or affirmation. Okay, a particular describing the place to be searched and the person or things to be seized. When did we as people give up this right? And if TSA can do this, where will it stop? If anyone else in any other situation would pat down someone else in this matter, he or she would be arrested for sexual assault. When did TSA become above the law?
Well, let me reiterate that. This was meant for our safety. Like I said, it's been proven that they have found guns, weapons that can be used against us. In flight, what is worth your security? Would you like someone to be able to get on a plane with a bomb that cannot be detected by a metal detector? These full body scanners can catch all this. They can see anything that that's on your person. And then if you decide not to use a full body scanner, there is the pat down with the back of the hand. So, but 99% of the people have chosen the body scanners, and only 1% have chosen the pat downs.
But this is the thing: if a person wants to blow the plane, I don't care how many pat downs, I don't care how many machines you throw through, they're going to blow it up. And as far as that pat down go, the pat down basically is too harsh because you have, first of all, they've hired pedophiles to pat people down, and also children. And I also have a report that said a Boston TSA screener charged with child rape. He was a transportation security agency worker who pats down members of the fine public, was charged with a multiple child sex crime targeting an underage girl yesterday. Now, these are who we're going to have patting down our children, us, and you can see all of this in these full body things. I mean, she even has a video. So you going to show the video?
Yeah, I'll show the video.
Now, I don't want nobody hands up my crotch or up my ass. I don't. Oh, yeah, that's too much.
He fingered him.
Exactly. So just imagine a pedophile doing that to your child.
Oh, no, but you have the option to do a full body scan. This is only if you decide not to.
Okay, but that's your scan. So, okay, so you have pedophiles looking at this jacking off.
No, they're separated from the other travelers. And the viewers of these scanners are in another room.
Okay, but do you know they can get this, they're pedophiles. They can get this type of stuff and it'd be all over the internet. I mean, there is no stopping a pedophile.
No, the issue here is not that these pictures are available, which they aren't.
That's what they say.
These are not saved in the machines. The issue here is proper screening for who is the person viewing these. There also is currently technology available that bypasses humans when it comes to scanning. They're working on implementing it. It's new technology, new software that automatically scans these images so that a human being does not have to view these images. But what the issue that you were speaking about is we need more stringent guidelines to who gets hired for this screening process at this point, until the new technology is implemented.
This technology has actually been around since 2004. This is just a dumbed down version of it. But TSA has no actual guidelines to how far they can go and how much they can show. So this basically can go under the, oh, yes, they are trying to get to the potato sack, dollhouse, figure, whatever you want to call it, but the technology has been so advanced that they can basically show you a clear picture better than this. So how many times can they go through and say, oh, we're doing upgrades? How farther can their pictures that are supposedly dumbed down go more clear?
Well,
That's it.
at this point, if you choose not to have this body scan done, then you can have the pat down done. But the most recent poll, as of November 15th, shows that the public supports the use of body scanners to protect themselves.
They are
80
ghost-like images as well. It's not to where you can definitely
with the
define.
faces,
Yeah,
with the
doesn't show
faces fuzzed out. But 81% of people in a CBS poll support the use of these scanners. Only 15% disapprove, and 4% have no opinion on it.
Did you know that there's actually, Michael Roberts is a pilot for Express Jet, Continental Express. He refused to go through the full body scanner and have the pat down done, and his job is now on hold because he's a breach in security, and he has been with that company for over 15 years.
Currently, they have just suspended the need for pilots to have to go through body scanners. All they have to have is their airline identification to avoid having to be scanned. So if they have that with them, they bypass the process.
But you know what? It don't work. Let me tell you. This is a true story. This happened to me in March. I flew to Philadelphia, and on my way back, I gave them, me and another lady, her name was Caldwell, my name is Campbell. So I gave her, we both, she was trying to help us both at the same time. And she ended up giving me and her the same ticket. My ticket said Caldwell, her ticket said Caldwell. So we both were the same, we were both flying the same airplane, flying at the same airport, everything. I went through security. Now remember, when you're in this long line, you remember there's a security guard that sits there, and they have to check your ID against your ticket. My ticket said Caldwell. The girl sat there. I watched her because I didn't pay attention to the ticket. I never paid attention to it. So I went through security. My bags went through. They even patted me down because it never fails. Every time I fly out of Philly's airport, I'm always a random search. It never fails. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. I got to I went and got on the plane. I was on the plane. I was sitting down. And the lady came and she said, oh, did they give you this seat too? I said, I guess they did because, you know, I paid for my ticket. Here's my ticket right here. Do you know it was the biggest breach of security? They had never had that in the history of Continental, that to happen. But it happened with me. So, just imagine if I would have had a bomb. And then they goes, we need Barbara Campbell and Caldwell off the plane ASAP. Get off the plane right now, right now. But my bags, I had already put my bags up there. So I could have had a bomb. I could have put the bomb up there. Remember, they told me to get off the plane. So me and this other lady, we both got off the plane. And we had to sit there and we had to prove who we were. Now, remember, they